Peace. What's up, y'all? Some late night stuff popping off right now. Um, this shit was wrecking my brain. Um, haven't messed with did anything today, so I decided, so yo, let me go ahead and just try to recap. I kind of watched the video that I did on this about a year ago, so I'm just gonna go back in, and I'm basically trying to create multiple songs in one project. Instead of me clicking on like create, say this was a project, right? Instead of me clicking on saying create new project, right? We're not gonna do that. Okay, I shouldn't even did that, but I did. So we don't want to create a new project, and this drive is real slow, so this is going to probably take a minute. But yeah, so basically, what I did, you create a new project. This is how the new project is going to be laid out. What it's going to allow me to. Okay. Yeah, I've been having problems. Yeah, having problems with my iRig. So basically, this is just setting up, man. I'm setting up, getting everything laid out, getting the tracks the way I want them. I don't know why my shit's cutting off like that. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, this is one of the loading long process right here. No matter what I do, I can't even just like kill that. I gotta wait. So you just create a new project when you coming in. This is for your MV users. All right. So we're going to try to make multiple beats in one project by using the song mode. Now, as soon as this thing quits scanning, I'll be ready to go. But that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to create a new project when you turn on the MV. Create a new project, and then it's going to take you to the screen. It's going by default. This is going to be your screen. So we're going to sit. We're going to name a kick, a snare, and a hi hat, and a Instead of saying the word sample, I'm going. My track's going to say frequency. So we're just going to abbreviate FREQ, right? We're going to abbreviate that, and then let me see what else in here. I'm gonna put in I'm gonna use what else can I add in there? I don't know. For now, we're just gonna start with that. Don't know why my audio's not sure why my audio is cutting in and out, but it's what it is. All right, so once you get that, it's going to say you just execute, but we're not going to execute. We're just going to come out of this. So we already did. So this will be your screen in song mode. This will be your screen in pattern mode, but we're not going to deal with pattern mode. We're going to deal with song mode. So we're going to go to song, and you notice you got 4 audio tracks. I'm just breaking this down. This is not like no, like it might be. I might have to do this in 2 or 3 parts, but we're starting with part 1. So what you see is you got audio tracks. So if you go to the track parameter, you see an audio track. You know what an audio track is. It's audio. But we're not going. I don't really do too many audio tracks because I'm not really doing the audio phrasing on here. I do a lot of sampling based stuff, right? So we're just going to just delete these 2 right here. We're going to delete these, and you just come to shift, and you just hit that, and then you right click, and you hit delete track. So yes, track 2, boom. So are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And then we're going to delete track. We're going to delete this track, right? So we're just going to delete these tracks real quick. Then we're going to delete this. I might use 1 audio track. I don't know. All right, so we're going to delete that. Boom. All right, so now we got 1 audio track we got 4 MIDI tracks. So hypothetically, we gotta name them because I gotta set this up because this is how everything's gonna be laid out. Everything's gonna be laid out like this. So I might as well go ahead and create some more MIDI tracks because I know I'm gonna need some more MIDI tracks. So let's just create. We got 1, 2. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna I'm gonna delete this audio track, man. I'm not using it. If I do need to use it, I'll just add another one. Let me see if I can add another. Add MIDI track. Yeah, I can add an audio track, so we know no problem. So we got MIDI, and we're going to add. We got 4. We're going to add 4 more MIDI tracks. So we're going to add 4 MIDI tracks, and we're just going to come here and name this number of tracks 4. Hit execute. So now we got 4 MIDI tracks, but you see right here it says MIDI track 1, 2, 3, 4, then MIDI track, right? So what I want to do is I gotta set this up, and the only way to set this up, to my knowledge, because I want to be able to just make several beats up to I think you can do up to 12 beats or 16 beats in one project. And I find that to be dope. I was trying to show you this the other day, but I fell short on the path to do it, which everything was correct, but it just, when I got to the pattern mode, I was messing up. So I'm going to fix all that. So I'm going to go to track 1. I'm just going to name track 1 as, hold up. I want to bring my computer a little closer because I can't keep turning my head over there. Bro, I just got a MV88,000 home. Do you load the drum kit? Yeah, you got to watch the videos, man. Yeah, you can. I'm about ready to load a drum kit, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm in the process of just setting up song mode. I'm in song mode now. This is pattern mode. And this is song. I'm in song mode, striving to create different songs to make different beats. So I'm just doing the setup part now. So track 1 is going to be my frequency. So I'm just going to name this frequency. So I'm going to double click on that, and I'm just going to use caps. Frequency, right? Let's just do frequencies. Let's just say frequency chops. Nah, we ain't even gonna do all that. Fuck it. We just gonna say. Cause how I lay it out is how it's gonna be for every song. So I'm just gonna say chops. Right? We're just gonna say chops. Alright, hit OK. Alright, so I know track 1. You can see that, right? It says chops. So, let me see if I can bring this a little closer for you. Okay, so that's, I think I can get a little closer for you. Bring it up here. Yeah, all I can say is just with the MV, man, just take your time. Know that a pattern is a sequence and an instrument is a program. All right, so just remember that when you use that word. All right, so we got chops. Next John gonna be I normally come in with what we're just gonna say a kick. We're gonna say just label this motherfucker kick. Oops. This is all the layout, right? So we got kick. Come here, delete that, and we just gonna say boom. So now that track 2 is the kick. Alright, so the next track is the snare. So we're gonna name this snare. Boom. Hit OK. So now track 1 is the chops. Track 2 is the kick. Track 3 is the snare. Track 4 is hi-hat. Say hi-hat. All right. All right, so we got chops, kicks, a kick, snare, and a hi-hat. All right, so next, what else would I be adding in my tracks? Let's just say I guess for now we just can add a bass. Just say bass. All right, let me see what else I can add in there. Let's say let's just say hypothetically we want with our chops, we want to do a low pass. We want to do a low pass chop. So let's just, I'm not sure how to do this. Let's just add another MIDI track. Let's see what I got. All right, let me add another MIDI track. Just one. All right, and let's switch this up to here. All right, so let's just add right here. Let's just add this to say chops. Go to history. It already have it there laid out. Click on that, and we're going to call this low P. So we know that's low pass, right? Just in case I want to have a low pass with these chops, right? So I know that'll be a low pass. And we'll just make these just be, well, we know they're going to be the original chops. So let's just we'll say chops. So then we got a kick, snare, a hi-hat, a bass. What else would I be adding in a beat? I don't have many tracks. I normally do ghost kicks, but we can keep them with the major, with the kicks. Snares, hi-hats. Sometimes I do multiple passes of hi-hats. For now, we're going to leave it there, but it's something else is missing. Shit, I don't know. We're going to delete this. Delete that track. Yup. Boom. All right, so we got that. So that's what we got. All right, so now I can just go in. Before I go there, I can hit my instrument, right? I'm going to hit my instrument. So on instrument 1, it's going to be chops, right? It's going to be my chops. So I could just come here and name it chops, but I'm not going to do that until I actually get some chops in there, right? Frequency, I should say, I don't like using the word chops. Frequency, all right, just use chops. Cool. All right, so all these track 1 is this is the instrument MIDI, boom, 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 all the way down to 8 here, right? By default, I'm going to set this to be 90. Always set my level to be 90. Give me some headroom, right? So I'm going to set these to 90. Set that to 90. Set all these joints to 90, right? Come here all the way up to 8. Track 890, right? I need that headroom. And then on my chorus and reverb, I'm going to make my chorus be a delay. So how do you do that? So you just come to your effects, hit your effects, right? Where's the effects at? Hit your effects, hit effects, and then you just come here. Now this is going to be a little lengthy video, man, but this is the setup part. So in your effects, you got the first one is going to be you got your chorus, and then you got your reverb. We're not talking about your this MFX joint right here, right? We're talking about these chorus and this reverb. So we want to click on this, right? And instead of going to instead of that being a chorus, well shit, let me figure out how to get there. We want to go to I need the library. know how to get to the library. Knob, sign, effects on. Shit. I don't know how to get. Just give me a hot minute. Let me think. Delay slash chorus. Edit delay. We don't want that. Let me see something. How in the fuck do I get to the chorus? Oh, I think it's right here. Alright, so we're going to come on the chorus joint, right? Are we already on chorus? So come to chorus, hit library, boom. Alright, there it is. So you see what I did, because I didn't remember. So you come to your chorus. I don't want it to be a chorus. I want it to be a delay. So come to chorus, hit your library, and click on the first delay and use this. So now, when I go back to the instrument page, instead of the chorus being a chorus, it's going to be a delay. It's going to say chorus. So I'll just come out of this, hit back, come back to my instrument, right? Go to your MV, hit the instrument button. There's the instrument. So I know it says chorus here, but this whole thing, when I want to add a chorus, just say I want to add a chorus to instrument 8, I just turn up the chorus, right? See that? Boom. It's going to be a chorus. I mean, it's going to be a delay on there. And the reverb is going to be reverb, and then that's your partial. This is how you set your partials and shit up, right? You know how you route them and all that shit, but we're not doing that right now. We'll do that later. All right, so that's cool. So we got them set up. What else? That's it. So now it's time just to sample. Just to go in and get some sample. If I wanted to add in my kick, I'm just going to add a kick in there, right? I don't really want to do a kick because I'm going to do a kick. I'm going to assign a kick. I'm going to come back to my instrument, right? These are your programs, right? So they really patches. A patch is a program, right? So we're going to click on this and we're going to hit load patch. Hit select. It's going to take you to your users. It's going to take you to their internal sounds, stock sounds. But I'm going to go to my user shits. And I'm going to hit my drums. And I'm going to hit, I'm going to double click on that again. And it's going to take me to all my drum kits. So I got a shitload of drum kits. And I'm just going to load up some shit. Let's try this joint right here. And just going to preview it just to hear what they sound like. And just to make sure there's no other joints. See, this joint got a lot of kicks in there. I don't want all of them in there. I don't want them. I don't want that kick. So I already know off the back I'm not going to use that. So let's stop it. And let's go to let's see what this is. Just want to go to my pads and just make sure I ain't got no see, that one has all bang pads filled up too. 4. I don't want them kicks. I do like them, but I don't want them. So let's just go to something that don't have that. Let's just say hypothetically, let's just go to let's try this here. Shit. All right, let's try this. This is one of my favorite joints right here. So I know I want that. So we're just going to load it up. And we're going to load it to part 1, right? Which is, no, part 2. Because they ain't my drums. If I would have labeled it put it to 1, they would have put in my chops. We want it to go here. So we're going to hit execute, right? All right, so now it's in my execute, right? I mean, it's in there. So all I got to do is come to this and just hit the pad. And look, so if I hit my bank, it shows what pads are filled up. You see that? All these, nothing on 4. So I got 3 empty pads, but what am I going to use on these? Is I'm going to use all these joints? I might not. Doesn't matter. So we're going to just leave that there. All right, cool. But on bank 2, there's nothing. And then I'm trying to stay organized as I'm doing this because that's going to be important. So instrument 2 is my kick and my snare. So let's just go back to instrument 1. So that's my chops. Nope. See how I just did that? I had a low pass chop. My kick, that should have been on 3. So all we're going to do is just come here and we're going to hit library and we're just going to say use that, and now it's there, but we're going to get rid of this. And I'm not sure if I delete this whole shit, we'll delete everything. Let's see. Let's delete that shit. Yup. Yes, delete it. Alright, let's just go down to 3 and see what we got. I don't hear shit. You know why I don't hear nothing? Because I ain't on 3. My kick. And I still don't hear nothing. And I'm not on bank pad 1. And I still don't hear nothing. Alright. Let's go to the parameters. Let's set the parameters. Output. Make sure. Alright, so there, that was the problem. So now I should hear it. Nope, still don't hear it. Why? Because I deleted it. So I got to load it back up again. And how do we do that? I should have been paying attention because I want my kicks to be, I want that kick, them drums to be here, and then I'll separate them, the snare and hi-hat there. So let's just load back the fuck up. Load the patch, boom, select, go to there, load, and we want that to be on what, 3? I said 3, right? Yup. Boom. Okay, so now we should have our kick on, our drums on 3. Alright. So you know if you delete the patch, it's going to delete everything. So you're just going to have to reload it. Alright, so that's the kick. And now how do I make a snare on here and a hi-hat on here? Shit. We gonna get to that in a little bit. We just need to get into some frequencies. Frequencies are gonna go right here on track 1. And we're gonna sample up. So let's sample up, man. Let's bring the turntable on over. And let's turn it on. And just find some vinyl. We're just gonna play through some vinyl. Now that's my setup, right? So that will be, this is song 1. So how do I know I'm in song 1? Let's just say select song. Alright, so now right here it says song, it says initial song, right? It's at 100 BPMs, got all that set up. Let's figure out how to rename the song. Load song, save song. Song name. So we just gonna say initial, and then it's just gonna put song 1. It's gonna put a 1 there. Boom. Alright. So when I go back to song, remember I'm trying to stay organized, right? Hit select song, and that's song 1. And then the next song gonna be song 2, 3, 4. And so I'm probably gonna make like 3 beats and like real quick just to give an example. And I don't have to finish the beat. That's the dope shit about it. I don't have to finish it. So let's come out of that. We in song 1. So now all I'm going to do is just make me, I'm gonna put some frequencies in this joint. And I believe y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. Let's I don't know if I can bring you any closer. Let me see. Don't want to tilt it over. All right. All right, that's good. Y'all can see all that, right? Yeah, you can see that. Cool. All right, so now let's just get into some frequencies. We just gonna play some vinyl, gonna listen to some shit, and this will be song one that I'm about ready to take flight on. Right? Find me something. I got some vinyl already over here. Don't know. This is the vinyl that I don't really fuck with, but we're gonna fuck with it. And let's just see what we got. We're gonna play some shit. Pull this mic over to the side a little bit. Oops, shouldn't have did that. That wasn't cool. All right, so let's just play some vinyls and see what we can come up with. All right, so before when I'm doing something, I turn the volume down on the MV, right? I turn the volume down. I go into my mixer, right? I go into the mixer. I hit mixer on the drum machine, and I turn this. Make sure that's at 100, right? I'll come to the sensor, right, which is the knobs up at the top far left of your MV. It's the knobs at the top far left. How do I get there on the screen? Shit, I don't know. What would that be under? Would that be underneath mixer as well? No. Well, we ain't gonna worry about that. Just go to the MV, turn them shits up a little bit. Just give them a little level. It's a left and a right line, mic 1 and 2. That's your input on your MV. All right. So now we got that. So now we just gonna play the vinyl. We're gonna listen. All right. Before I do that, I'm just gonna hit sample. And I got a level here. Skipper said I'll raise you to the left. See, them drums was hot. Skipper said I'll I might go with that drum. Skipper. All right, so we ain't gonna go. We're gonna keep moving. I'm gonna turn these levels down because they're a little hot, right? So we're just gonna turn them down. The ones at the top left of your MV. All right, so here we go. River ain't no place to be. On a have to be on a cross side of it. Looks like jail. She is love. See it right there? I can make that into a beat. Listen to this. That's dope. I think I might use that. So I'm gonna come back to that. I might use that. Smiling. Waking and as long as if he could see her weep, but you will never see her cry as long as I'm around. And she in the morning to me, sun goes. And when the sun goes down, she and I don't know why my shit keep going out like together. That.
She and I, strumming my fate with her fingers, singing my life with her.
I don't want that. I don't want that either. Oh, we don't want that either. So we're gonna flip the album. Go to the next song, next side. Just finding frequencies. That's all we doing. That's some serious ambience right there.
Was a hot afternoon, wet trickled.
Yeah, that was dope.
Know what a mile
But
to
it didn't catch me like that.
I was a I can't fly.
Now you know if I wasn't live, I would listen to each song, like literally listen to it, cause there's other parts that I'm just skimming through the shit. I don't want to cry right now.
Above something. Excuse me.
All right, so that album there, that's not gonna make the cut. The other song on there, let me just go back just to make sure. That shit was all right though. All right, so we're gonna skip that. It's not catching me like that, so we're just gonna come out of that. And we're gonna go to the next vinyl. So actually, I'm gearing up to make a beat. The process. This is the process of making a beat. But the beauty of it, I ain't gotta keep switching to different projects. I'm gonna make them all in this one. I'm gonna make them all in this one. In this one project. Alright, see what we got here on this joint. This joint look like it got some heat on it. I ain't gonna front. This joint look like it got some heat on it too. I need to be on some acid to fuck with this. The other side. See what these dudes got. Now this shit I don't normally, these are frequencies I don't normally touch, man. So I need a vibe on something. Let's slow it down. there. Let me see. That's the intro right there. Yeah, we're gonna start with that. So that's dope. But I'm gonna keep skimming through the album though. That shit is dope. I'm gonna use that. I heard something in that. So let's just keep skimming. That was dope though. I ain't gonna front. That was nice. All right. So since I'm there, once I catch it, let me just get it in there because I don't want to bore you. So let's just get this in here, and we're gonna speed it up. We got a good level. Mono. We're gonna make it mono. That's gonna be my intro. So we're just gonna hit record, and then we're just gonna go in. Right. Here we go. Don't know why my mic is acting up, man. Let's see what we got. All right, we cool there. So we're gonna go with that. So we're gonna just leave that right there like that, right? So all we're gonna do, right? We're gonna go in right now, and we're gonna get our start point right. So let's just go in. I'm actually hitting F4 on the MV to hit my start point, but I'm going to turn down my sensory in the on the MV top level and turn them volumes, them input down. I'm going to turn them down. So here we go. And then we just going to listen. You can size up to see the wave. Stretch it out. So that would be my intro. So we're going to keep that. So we're going to say, all right, well, we're going to trunk and we're going to normalize, right? Boom. So now we're going to get the endpoint right. We don't want this shit on the end. Just want this part from here to here. So we'll get that on the next if we need that. So let's just come here. And now we're going to turn on the loop. Turn the loop on, see how it loops out. I'll turn it up a little bit. Let me just get in here. Oh, that's dope. So let's just go to the end here. Let's go to the end point, right? And just look at it. Let's see where that. Just make sure that's money gain right there. Look, you see that? It's still not. I want it right on the any. Right on the any end of there, right there. Stretch it out a little bit more. I want it right on the any end. Right on that end. And then I'm going to play it and see how it loops out. I want it about right here. See how it loops. Alright, so that's cool, right? So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into 1, 2, 3. Let me see something. I'm not gonna worry. My bass note says it's 120 BPMs. Let's take it down. I'm just gonna use my math in my head. So that beat, we just gonna make that beat be like 90 BPM. So that's 15. We don't want it to be 15 bass note. 14. No. Let's just say 16. We're just using the roundabout number, 16, and we're gonna go into we're gonna go in the name. We're gonna go in the name. We're gonna name this. I don't know the name of this album. Let's just look at the first. I like to look at the song, right? So that song has a name. And we're not going to use that song name. We're just going to use the artist name. So I'm just going to put the artist name in there. You can see it if you want. Oh well, fuck it. I don't use this shit. Right? Right? And then we're going to say that. And then we're going to put piano. Alright. Boom. Alright, so now we're going to say okay. And now we're going to go into quick assign. We're going to go into quick assign. Right? And we're going to do chops. Hit chop. I'm going to find me some chops. I'm going to chop them up. So I'm going to get it right. So we know that's the intro. And then that dun is my second chop. So it should be about right here. Add a point. So that dun that's not where the dun is at. The dun is probably about, slide this back right here. Yep. Stretch him out. So we just can get a tighter, move your numbers right here. Stretch it out some more. Alright, so that's cool. So we got two chops, right? We got down, and then we're going to. So we're just going to move this. All you got to do is slide this over, and then this will be my next chop. Man, we're manually chopping it. Do I want to tighten it up? Hell yeah, I want to get it tight. I want to get it tight before I actually go into the next joint, so I ain't got to do this later. So I want that shit tight. I need that to be tight. Alright, so I'm going to come back out, slide back out. I got 3 chops so far. So let's just say hypothetically the next chop would be here. Add that. No, we don't want it there. Let's put it here. Oh, that sounds about right, right? So that's kind of moving, right? I'm just looking at the wave. I'm looking at the wave. Let's tighten it up a little bit more. See, all together, it's already coming together with a nice little rhythm, right? So cool. It ain't always gotta be fucking soul, man. All right, so look. So I'm gonna look at the peak. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna go to the next peak. will be here. Let's see what that is. Add another chop, chop 5. All right, that sound right. Let me tighten that up. All right, you see what I'm doing, right? All right, let me just see where this 5th chop, if I move this over to here, how will it sound? All right, let's add another chop, chop 6, right? Put it here. Not too short, right? So let's just add it. Yeah, it's grooving. You okay? All right. Just gonna keep moving down the line. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and keep moving down the line. All right, see it. So that was quick. I got 8 chops. And here they are. Intro, stab, little short piece. You notice my chops are different lengths, right? All right, so that's good. So now we're going to just do what? I don't have to auto chop it. I already did it. If I didn't like the chops, I can clear the chops. It's by hitting the pad, and then I'm just going to hit assign to a patch. Now here's the kicker. So I'm going to assign this to a patch, and I want to assign it to patch 1, which is my chops, right? If I assign it to patch 3, they're my drums. I don't want it to go there. I want it to go to patch 1. They're my chops on this particular song. On every song, my chops is going to be on instrument 1. My low passes are gonna be on instrument 2. My kick's gonna be on instrument 3, and snare on 4, and so forth. So we're gonna say yup, execute, and you see it right there. It's in bank 1, right? So we're gonna execute. Boom. So now we're gonna come out of that. Come out of this. Go into my mixer. I like to turn my input down. Sometimes I get feedback. I'm just gonna turn it down. Come in here. There they go right here. See that? So now what I do is when I make a beat, I just listen to the chops. I just listen. Just basic shit. So now I ain't gotta go too hard on it. Now remember, when I go to my instrument, I hit instrument on the MV over on the top. I mean on in the underneath the master volume. There's some parameters next to your system. It says instrument. Hit that instrument. So you notice that track 3 is named drum 42723. So we're just going to name this chop, this patch. So I won't get confused. I'm going to name this patch. Hit patch edit. Come over to here. I hit patch edit. Let me come back again so you can see that. I come to patch edit. Boom. Come over here to these little booklet thing and hit patch name. And I'm going to call this chops, right? Because it's my chops. I wanted to say chops. I don't have to type in chops. Hit my history, go down to chops, boom, it's there. So now it's laid out. So now I know my program 1 is called chops. These are programs, which is really patches. Okay, so we know that. And then this one here will be chops low pass, but we ain't gonna name that yet because we didn't do nothing there. So now I just go back to my if I wanted to put some reverb on this, I'll just come over to here, hit this, hit that, and then just turn up the reverb. You hear it? If I want to put some delay on it, I go to my delay, which is really my chorus, but I changed up. If I wanted more on there, I just go into my effects main John and then turn up my effects, my delay on that. It's some basic shit, but I just showed you that real quick so you know that's how you add effects. Alright, so let's get rid of that reverb. We don't want none of this. Right, we're gonna get rid of all that. We're just gonna come back to the drums. Hit this. I'm just gonna make me a drum track on what? Track 3. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm just gonna add me just a basic hi-hat. Now why is that acting like that? This must be a double hi-hat. Let's just go into the edit and see what that shit is. See that? I just can tap the pad and come up with a nice little rhythm. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna go to 16 levels, multi-level, and just let's come up with some rhythms. I'll be right back. Now watch how I move through this. What I'm hitting, BPM, getting that BPM, turn on my I would say my BPM can probably be like a 94. No, we was going 90 a 96. Cause I want to kind of speed it up. Hit record, metronome, right? Set that up. The record in play. Click is pretty. Turn it down a little bit. Right? Grid is on. Two measures. I wanted to start on wait note. My counting, I wanted as soon as I hit the pad, it's gonna start. So let's get it in. Then we got a grid at 100% strength, which is really just locked on grid, and let's just fuck around. Okay. So right there off the back, I didn't have my loop on. So let's just do that over again. Hit no, turn the loop on right there. And let's do it again. This time I'll speed it up a little bit more. I want it to be 97. If you don't want to do that, and you don't want that to be on, just hit play and then you can play around with it to catch the timing. Let's do that. All right, once I get that on the money, I don't need to click on. So I hit record, go to metronome, turn this back on to record only, come out, hit stop, hit play again. I'll hit edit. I'll come out of my multi-level, hit edit, quick edit, and I'll add something onto that. Turn it up. I'm gonna turn it up though. I'll just try to find a hi hat that I think that's gonna fit that chop. Oh, that's cool, right? All right. So since I know I'm not going to do kick and snare at the same time, I'm doing them individually. All you do is hit your instrument. You come to here, the snare is on track 4, right? So we're going to here, we need to take that drum track to sign it to here, because if you don't have control of it. You'll have one color, right? One color on that. You'll have one color on that track. I don't know why my shit keep cutting off. Yeah, I don't know why it's cutting off. It's just what it is. I don't know. All right, so I want to copy this drum track to 4, and all you do is hit library and you say use. Yup, I want to use this. So now it's there. So now I know I want my hi hat. That's my hi hat on track 1. Well, no, I need the hi hat to be. I need to redo this. So I'm gonna come to 5, which is my hi hat, and I'm gonna say I want to use it there as well. Boom. All right. So now track 3 is my kick. So I'm just going to put a K behind it. So I'm just going to go to patch edit, come here, patch name, and behind that I'm just going to put a K because I know that's a kick. Hit OK. All right. So now I know I got a kick there, right? I got a kick there. Then I'm gonna come into here, which is 4, and I'm going to patch edit, come here, patch name, and I'm gonna put an S behind that, and I know that's a snare. So okay, all right, I gotta stay organized, right? So now I'm gonna come to 5, which is right here, 5, and I'm gonna come at patch edit, boom, patch name, and I'm gonna put an H behind that. I'm put a double H, hi hat, boom. All right, so now I know they there. So that first track that I did, so I'm just gonna come out of this. That first track, I'll put it on a snare, right? I'll put it on a kick. So we just gonna move this joint. Hit that, hit shift, hit your shift button, hold it down, hit that, and just drag this joint down to the hi-hat. That's the bass, hi-hat. Boom. So now I know that's on the hi-hat track. And watch, every other color gonna have its own thing, right? So we got, that's the hi-hat track, and then we're gonna come to this track and put the snare. Let's do that. Here we go. Come out, hit record, and then I'm gonna do a count in. I don't want to wait for note, so I'm gonna come to the count in, 2-bar measure, stop it, hit record, and here it go. Here we go. Mm, mm. All right, so that's the snare, right? So we gonna see, you see how the different colors is. You got the snare is green. This is light blue. If I didn't do that, all them colors would be the same. All right, so now we need a kick. So before I do that, I'll be right back. I need like 2 minutes. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back, man. All right, I'm back. Now, if I wanted to move that snare around in a quantize, all I gotta do is come to quantize and hit grid, right? And how much strength I want on this plate. Let's mess with the strength of that snare. I think it's too early. Turn it all the way down. Let's try a shuffle. Fucking with the rate. Now this is just for this track only. I'm gonna stick to what I had, right? Come out of the shuffle, go back. Just try no quantize. Hold up, hold up. All right, that's cool. Now we're gonna go to the kick. I'm gonna come up with a drum track. anything thereof that I'm going to add that to the hi-hat track. I'm going to add that to the hi-hat track. And this is where I kind of give it a little groove to it. Right? Come back. All right, so that part I don't want. I want it at the other part, not at the end. Alright, so since I found a little pocket groovy, right, I'm just gonna come here, right, to my pattern. No, I don't wanna come to my pattern. No, I don't wanna do that pattern. No, I don't wanna do that pattern. I wanna keep moving. I just wanna go back to my song mode, right? I'll go back to my song mode and I'm just gonna add this. I wanna loop this joint. I'm gonna loop this joint. Go to my measure and I'm gonna copy this joint. Copy paste one time. And that way now I got 4 bars. I got a 4-bar measure. Get rid of these, get rid of the back mark by hitting these right here, right? Boom. So now let's just start what we was doing. Come back to the chops. Come back with them 2 right there. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna do what I just did. right, shit. Yeah, that's it, man. I got carried away. I got carried away. I do know that I got chops. I got a kick, a snare, and a hi hat. I got one, two. I got 4 tracks. Solo them real quick so you can hear them. I got the chops. Right. Boom. Put a little bit of delay, a little reverb on the shits. 4-bar loop. Then I came with the joint right here. With the kick. Right. Then I came with the snare. Then them hi-hat. And then I got all this together and gelled it out. So now I'm going to put a bass line on this joint. So now, I don't really like the stock bass sounds, but I'm going to fuck with them. So I just come to my bass, right? I come to my bass, hit the instrument, come to 6, which is the bass. Because shot 1, look, 2, 3, track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's in order, right? So, let's load up a patch. Load a patch. Select. We're gonna load up a patch. We're gonna go back. You want to go back in your files? Just hit that back button. Hit that again, and then go to your patches. Now, some of these patches are filled up. Some of them not. I'm gonna go to my bass. These are stock sounds, so I gotta find a bass that I feel comfortable with, which I don't really like these bass, but they for some people and they not for some people. So let's just do a it says hip hop bass. Let's just preview and let's just see what it sounds like. I'm gonna load that up. I think I contain it a little bit. Hit import, and then we just gonna import it to part 6 because that's my bass. Boom. So it's on 6. I know that's on 6. Execute, and it's already gonna play chromatic, man. It's gonna play in the chromatic flow. So okay. So why isn't that playing on that bass? That's weird. Why? Because I mean my output assignment is not my bass, so I gotta assign that to my output. So now we got a bass. Let's see if I contain that. What if I put a low pass on that shit? Let's see. Let's put a low pass right here and see what happens. Supposed to pick a note. Let's just see. Come back out of that. Let's try it now. But I'm already actually in the lowest note. But I want to filter. We're not even going to use it. I'm already in the lowest note. If I go up in bank, I can come up in a higher pitch. Yeah, I can come up in a higher pitch. So we're going to stick with the low for now. Let's see what we can come up with. I don't know, man. I'm just going to play some stab shit. All right, let me explain to you real quick. The purpose of using the old. You're probably the type of person that you probably are young. You probably don't really understand like what is happening with actually dealing with vibrations and frequencies. I'm not saying you could be an older cat, but you still could be stuck in that young mentality. For you to just to ask that kind of question, I'm going to answer your question. You really ain't got no name, so you just probably somebody that's trolling. It's cool, but I'm gonna be polite to you. The reason to use for me to use older equipment, because it brings me closer to hip hop. That's one. That's my number one feeling. My number one answer. It brings me closer to hip hop. It shows me. It allows me. Okay, appreciate you. You're 40 years old. All right, so you should know. Um, Before you were using new equipment or the doll, before the doll, the doll I worked on was Opcode, which was Visions, right? So you 40, yeah, you might not know what Opcode is, or the first MIDI, not MIDI and audio. I still got the MIDI interface. It's called Opcode. Look it up, Opcode, and look up Visions. I got Visions 1, 2, and 3. But I like using older gear because it brings me. I'm 60, and I just like using older gear because I feel closer to hip hop. That's me. That doesn't mean that I don't use new equipment. I do use new equipment. I just don't use it now because of the there's when I use my computer and I use like I got Ableton Push 2, right? And I got Ableton 9. When I use Ableton, I just feel my creativity is not as sharp as me using this older equipment. And I got this shit for dirt cheap, so why wouldn't I explore it? You like Wu Tang Clan, right? RZA did a bunch of fucking Wu Tang shit on it. He did Kill Bill on this joint, right? I'm not saying I'm older than fucking RZA, but I just caught it in a later date. If you would have said that like when I was on the MPC and the ASR 10 and all that shit, I probably would agree with you. But it's not about the doll with me. I don't really fuck with the DAW like that. I just don't. And I know this is a DAW. I know this is digital. I know this box is digital. But it's just the workflow that I want to experience. I'm into like experiencing different things in my life. And I only jumped on the MV 8000 and MV Nation game because I wanted to learn something different. I know Pro Tools, I know Digital Performer. Um, what else? They were my main go-to, mainly Digital Performer and Pro Tools. Um, Jumped on the Ableton bandwagon. I love Ableton; it's dope. But I just like outboard gear. So, and I want to experience that moment before I leave this planet Earth. So that's my reason of why I use it, man. It's beautiful. It sounds dope. Um, the mixing and mastering part of it, I ain't even really tapped in. I just did a couple mix downs and a couple things, but just to just to keep the culture alive. If we don't use the older equipment in the next 20 years, because you know what's happening. You know they trying to get rid of the original way of hip hop, man. They trying to get rid of the older gears, saying that's not hip hop. This is the original form, and it's my duty. I'm not a gatekeeper. It's my duty to use this older equipment to show you what people was doing back in the day. And it should sound dope. I put this up to any NPC. You say the doll is a lot. Let me see what you said. You say why using this old machine when you can use any DAW instead which has more power and more capability. I don't agree about more power. The no the MPC ain't got more power than this. I mean, have you heard the AC and DC converters in this? No, it doesn't have more power. The newer gear is cool, but the newer gear came from this. It came from older equipment. So would you say that the same way a person uses um a SPC 1200 or SPC 12, a MPC 500 versus an MPC 1000? Like I don't get it, man. Like I just don't get it with you cats, man. Who ask these questions? If you really know, you know, man. If you don't, you don't, and it's okay. It's okay to have that kind of you know way you feel or way you think. But I promise you, if you 40 years old, you wasn't fucking with no newer shit. What was your first piece of gear? Probably was an MPC 60 or MPC 2000. You know what I mean? If you haven't experienced any type of old piece of gear, then I probably would advise you to do that because you can't knock something that you never used. Have you ever owned a MV? Okay, that's not what you mean. Either the really old stuff, such as the SPC 12 or the MPC 3000 or a DAW, I would use. This MV is between. Anyway, for it, I'll take everything back. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. No, you don't have to take it back. It's conversation. It's dialogue. I'm not gonna be like a prick and be like, oh fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. That's girly shit. I'm not gonna do that. We having a conversation. Even if you said some slick shit, it's what it is, man. It's your opinion. This doesn't make you a jerk. It just makes you a person that feels you like you feel. Just like I feel. It's cool. And even with the SPC, I got an SPC 12, and I love it. I love my push too. I do. I love it, man. I love the new gear out, but I just feel that my studio is going to be turned into like a an ancient museum where I'm gonna have my shit in glass cases, man. Like I bang a lot of beats on all different types of equipment. I'm not saying I'm the best fucking producer. I'm not saying that. I just like to bang beats. Golf with Vet did 2 tours, man, and I love just banging music. It's therapeutic. But the older gear is I'm just comfortable with it. At first, when I bought this shit, I was like, fuck this machine. I was like, this shit is shitty. I'm telling you, I was like, fuck this machine. I'm telling you the truth. I was like, fuck this device. And then I got a call from somebody. It was like, yo, just relax, chill, learn it, and then come back and let me know what you think. And once I learned the workflow and I started tweaking this shit, I was like, oh, this shit is dope. Oh shit, I was like, I'll take that back. This is dope, man. This is a dope box. I would encourage anybody that if you have um not used older MPCs, for an example, when I got the MPC 500, I was like, fuck this machine. I was like, this 500 sucks. I only bought it because it was portable. And then I started working with it. I was like, yo, the chopping on here ain't that bad. It's not. And the sound sounds pretty dope. It's really compact and it got a punch to it. Especially with the effects. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, man. So yeah, either way, man. I'm just trying to keep it raw and real for the younger cats or for the people who don't know about these older devices. Because there's a lot of cats that's seven. My oldest son is 30. I want to say 38. He about your age. He don't know about these devices. I wasn't using this MV. I just bought this shit about 3 years ago. And way before that, I was ASR 10, EPS 16 plus, and MPC 2000 XL. Then I got the 4,000. I got the 3,000, the 3K, and then I got the 4K. Then I got the 1,000. So yeah, I like to use multiple devices, man. So I hope that answered your question, man. But yeah, man, you should try 'em, man. They cheap. These devices, they cheap. Well, they was cheap. The price is going up. Nah, there's no. Yeah. Well, on the MV, latency. You always don't have latency with the dog. You have lots of it, right? Nah, with this, I don't really get latency. I get like a if I stretch something out like 16 bars and shit, a passage with 16 bars. I hear it'll lag. It'll like slow down or speed up, right? But I can correct that by just chopping them in two parts, like two measures, like measure one and measure two. I'll chop them so they won't be a complete whole phrase of 16 bars, if that makes sense. And then, far as like with my mic, I don't know what's going on with my mic. It's in and out. But with the DAW, I'm probably like, I don't know, 0.3 milliseconds of latency. I kind of could correct it, but that's expected with that. But with the MPC 3000, no latency. The only thing I get latency on is really the MV. I do get a little, I don't know if it's called latency. I guess what we call latency. I get a little bit, but I can correct it. And I guess with the DAW you can correct it too. But either way, man, the DAW is dope. It's dope. And I got tutorials coming up on that. And I got beats I did on the DAW. But like 8 years ago, I was like, fuck the DAW. I was like, I'm tired of just fucking with the computer. I just want to do hands-on where I started. Well, I didn't really start. Yeah, I did start with I started with the EPS 16 Plus, and then I jumped into opcode, which is and that was Visions. And then once I got the Vision, it was just strictly MIDI, and I was tracking out to my Tascam 488. My Tascam 488 Mark II, I was tracking out to that using MIDI synth code on track 8, and I was synthing up and then linking the shit up like that. But yeah, man, dope machine though. But that was a great question though, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get back into this joint. And I'm only scratching the surface as far as the mix, but there's gonna be videos that I'm gonna do where there's a lot of outboard. Shit I do in the DAW with Ableton. And then another thing I wanted to say was, and instead of me using like Ableton, I've been tracking out on my Tascam DP24SD, using that as my DAW, because that is a DAW, but it's a Porter Studio. I've been tracking out into that, and I can go 8 outs simultaneously at one time from any device that I have 8 outs on. I can go straight 8 outs into the Tascam, and I ain't got no problems when I take it over to the DAW. There's no problems. Even in the Tascam is dope. The Tascam got a little pre-mixing mastering settings and that shits, man. But yeah, appreciate you watching, man. Hope you subscribe, man. And if you got any content on your channel, I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, let me get back to this shit. before I forget what I was doing, I got stuck in the moment. All right, look. So I gotta go, man. The joint, right? The uh, the song mode I was telling you about. So if I go up in the song, right, and I say we got select. So we only got one song there at 97 BPMs, right? Let me see if I can get this right. So we're gonna come out of that, and we're gonna create a new song. So we're gonna select song, and we're gonna say create new song, right? All right. So we're gonna say create new song, and we want the BPMs. We just gonna leave the BPM at 100 for now, right? Um, we're gonna the layout. There's different types of layouts, man. Like I haven't tapped. I'm just going current song. The current song that I got, I'm gonna keep the same sounds. Like watch, it's gonna be the same sounds. I'm gonna keep the instruments, but I'm not gonna keep the effects. Right? Once I got that, this is gonna be another beat. So this is dope about this machine. So I just hope it's gonna work. But I'm definitely gonna type get into this track layout at a later date because it has very simple MIDI sequencer, audio recorder, basic. I don't know what all that is. I know what this is current. I know that's current song. So we're gonna keep the same time signature. Um, we can label this. Just name this. It's already song two, so it's song two, and we're gonna execute. Now watch the screen. Let's see what happens. Hit execute. Boom. So now I get to start all over again. Right? I got my chops, my low pass, my kick, my snare, my hi hat, and it's gonna keep everything. It's gonna keep my chops the same, right? But all I gotta do is just go in, find me another chop, and then assign it to this chop joint, and it ain't gonna fuck with the other joint, right? So let's just say hypothetically, let's we got you play. There's nothing there, right? BPM is 100, right? Let's just go to song, select song. So now we on song two, right? So we just gonna name this we want to name this joint song two because I want it to be in order, right? So let's just come back out of here. Let's go into song and song name and just delete this shit right here. Boom, boom. Okay, boom. And just we're gonna put a two behind it, right? Instead of two, right? Song two, and we're gonna hit OK. So now we're gonna come back in the select song. I just want to see where it's at. All right, select song. All right, so now that's cool. So the song two at 100 BP, it didn't even change. Look, so we're gonna say, all right, cool. Now, if I want to go back to song one, just hit execute. I'm back to song one. It's playing. Now you hear this, right? You hear this on track one. This is the frequency. So I got them named up, right? So what I probably need to do is so just to make sure, because I'm retracing my track. So this is chops. We're gonna name this chops song one, just to make sure I'm doing this shit right. So rename the patch, and we're gonna name it chops SNG1. All right, boom. All right, so I know them chops is that, right? We're gonna name shit. I don't know if I want to name them, because I don't think that's gonna matter. Um, yeah, let's just do it. Just do it for the sake of just doing it, right? We're just gonna come here, patch name, and we just gonna name this drums. Shit, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work. 7. I'm not going to worry about that right now because that's going, I don't have that much room. So we got song 1. We know these drums. That's the kick. That's the snare. They're going to be the basic shit. The bass. That's hip hop 1. Let's come up to these chops here and name that song 1. So I don't know. I could just say beat 1. I'm just going to say song 1. Fuck it. Alright. Song 1. Alright. Kick. We ain't going to do that. We're going to leave it just like that. Alright. So now we're going to go to the select song, right? Song 2. We already created it. Execute it. Boom. So we go to song 2. It's real quick, right? So now we got ability to add another chop. So I'm just going to go through the vinyl real quick, find something and see. This is all trial and error to me, man. It's all trial and error. But before I do that, I want to get in the habit of saving this. So let's just go back to, just in case it fucks up, man. Select song, just in case. Execute, right? Alright, let's just go in the project. Let's just go save as. This is a project, right? But it's only gonna be one project, and we just gonna call this I need a name. I'm gonna call it beats. I'm gonna say beats space times. I'm just gonna give a number. I can always rename it, and I'm just gonna say beats times 3, cause that's mean it's gonna be 3 beats in this program, right? So I'm gonna say, all right, cool. Hit beats times 3. So it's gotta make sure that's the project name, beats times 3. So every time that I do use the word beats times a number, that will be the amount of beats that's in the project. So beats times 3. Should I say songs? No, I ain't gonna say so. I could lay it out and say song. I'm just gonna say okay. Boom. All right, so it's gonna save it, right? So we're gonna just get that out the way. Just make sure that shit is cool, just in case something don't go right. Cause it's been a minute since I did this, man. So saving it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Shit is dope. Shit is dope. Ain't gonna take that long. All right. Mm-hmm. Damn, I didn't realize it was this late, but it's cool. I ain't got nowhere to go. All right, so it's doing that, and then I'm just gonna like find something real quick. All right, so let's just go back into the song, right? And select song, song 2, execute. All right, so now we're gonna go into the chops, and remember, in the instrument, the chops were here. If I delete these chops, I believe they're gonna get deleted. So what do? I just go to my bank and I'll make them chops. I'll make the next chops be on bank 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But since it's gonna be song 2, I'm gonna make them be on bank 2. Cause my first chops was right. I know that, right? So I'm gonna assign them to bank. The next chops I get, I'm just gonna do something random, real quick shit. I'm gonna assign them to bank 2, right? Cause it's gonna be this is going to change. It's going to change this on that thing. It's going to change, and it should not change the previous song. We're gonna see. So let's get into it. So let's find a frequency, put it in there, and I'm not gonna make a beat. I'm just gonna load up the frequencies and chop them. I ain't gonna chop. I'm just gonna probably have a quick little loop, get that in there, boom, and then I'm gonna see before I actually start chopping a bunch of shit. All right, be right back. All right, so we got a little something, right? And I'm not saying I'm gonna use it, but that was the only thing that caught me. So let's see what we got. Um, shit. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. All right, clean it up a little tiny bit. I think it started about right here. So I can just I like to keep my loop on. I like to keep the loop on so I know where it's at. So I'm just gonna shrink this. I'm gonna shrink this joint, right? And then I'm probably gonna like bring it like I'm just gonna look at the wave and just probably like bring it right here and see how it loops. You know what I mean? Just simple shit, right? I can count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so then I'm gonna make it a little longer because I want it to be like at least 8 bars. 2. I'm shorten it out a little bit. And this is a dope feature right here as well. Just looping it, finding the loop and counting it out. All right, so still a little too long. So let's put it about right here. 1, 2. All right, so still a little late. So let's just put it about right here. So it's a little too early. So we're gonna come back about right here. Make the wave a little bit bigger before I normalize it. Listen again. All right, okay, we got something there. We got something there. Let's just get that start a little tighter. Just get the start just a little tighter. No, that's cool. I'm gonna leave right there just in case I need to fall short. Look, try it again. All right, so sound like it's a little early, so let's just move this to about right here. Try that. All right, cool. All right, so we good, right? So that's just we just doing something real quick, right? So we're gonna hit the truncate and we're gonna normalize it, and we know that's eight beats. The bass note that's 8 beats, so it's gonna make my BPM at like 89. I mean 90. So we're gonna hit quick assign, right? We're gonna quick assign it. Yeah, we're gonna hold up before we're gonna name it though. We're gonna name it first. We're gonna name it, hit name, and we're just gonna make sure we good. We're gonna name this joint shit, what's the name of this joint? We're just gonna name it the same album. The same album. Just go to my history, and the album's name is right there. And then we're gonna say select, and we're just gonna put a number 2 behind here to know that's sample 2 of that. All right. So hit okay, cool. Now we're gonna sign it, and we're not even gonna chop it. We're just gonna sign it. I should just chop it real quick. I should just let them chop it. I should just let them auto chop that shit. Just see, just real quick. I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna hit chop, and then I'm gonna say auto chop, cause I got a loop, right? I got a loop. So let's just auto chop it divided by 8, and boom, we got 8 chops. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it right there, right? Hypothetically, I'm just gonna leave it right there, right? And I'm gonna say assign it, and we're gonna assign it to. Here's the kicker right here. This is where I'm gonna get fucked up at. It's gonna be signed to bank 2. If I sign that shit to bank, if I sign it to bank 1, right? I could put them here. I could put them right there, but I don't want to do. I'm gonna sign them to bank 2 and put them right here because this is gonna be beat 2. It's gonna put them right there. All right, I'm just trying to do the math. All right, so now we're gonna hit part what? That's the kicker. I don't know if I should just do. I don't know if I should just do part like just put it on like number 7. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it on part 1 and see if it execute. Cause it ain't covering up the other joints, right? So let's just execute. Boom, fuck it. We there. So now on this song, them chops should be on this bank. They should be right here. Hello, you good? They should be right here. They not perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. All right, so look. So we good there, right? So they the chops. So let's just hypothetically just do a quick little bullshit ass hi-hat. We ain't gonna do 100 BPMs. We're gonna do it at fucking 97. Let's do 97. Just record a hi-hat real quick at 97 at put the loop on right at 2 measures. Try it. Get my count in ready. Here we go. And I'm gonna put it on multi-level. Alright, we just quick shit. Boom, boom, get a snare. I don't have to use these same drums. I can load up other drums, but I'm just testing the waters now. So let's just get a snare in there. Get that in there. Get it come back around. Alright. Okay. Alright, now let's just go ahead because we're going to see if this. We're going to see if song 2 is going to keep it. Yo, my shit is acting up crazy, man. I don't know what's going on with my mic, man. It might be my wire. It's not tighten up. All right, cool. All right. All right, let's do let's bring the chops in. So we're gonna go up to chop, up to here, and we're gonna turn them down. We'll turn them down in the instrument. Remember, I turned the other chops down. Watch, it's gonna have it. Let's record some shit real quick. Let's just do that. You see what I'm doing? Look, let's just trying to figure it out. Here we go. Let's record that. All right, so since we do, might as well fucking put a kick on there, right? Kick there. Let's get that in there. Okay, good. All right, so now we're gonna see. This is the moment of truth, right? Okay. And that's dope too. For some quick shit, that's dope. All right, so now let's just say fuck it. All right, yo, here's the moment of truth. Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just see. Let's go back to the song. Select song, right? Boom. Song 1. Here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Let's see what it plays like. Oop. Here it go. Here it comes. Okay. All right. It's at 97 BPM, right? That's song 1, right? That's song 1. Now look, watch this shit, man. This shit is dope. Select song. Let's go to song 2. It should play that song the beat I just made. Here you go. Moment of truth. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here. Woo! Yo, that's crazy. That's dope, man. That's dope. All right, I'm gonna go back to song. Look, I'm gonna go back to song 1, real quick. Boom. This is quick as shit. It's way quicker than that other shit, man. That's dope, man. Bring that bass in there. All right, that's it, man. Back to song, select song. Back to song 2. Boom. That quick. You know how long it would take me to just hit load, create new project. I'm not gonna do that. Everything is in the song. So what I figured out, bank A. All right, let me go back to my chops. Chops. Bank 1 is beat 1. Bank 2 is beat 1. Bank 1. So if I hit this, they my chop. I'm glad I didn't delete them. So these will be my first chops on bank. So technically I can have everything, my drums, and put them up here on these blank spots, right? But I ain't gonna do that right now. All right, so bank 2, here's my other chops. Bank 1. I know they from the same album, but it's crazy though, right? So that's it. That's the crazy. That's the shit I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that I could do another beat. Look, I could just create another beat. Like that. That quick, I can say, fuck it, create another beat. Create new song. I mean, create a new song. We ain't gonna say beat. Create new song. Yup. We want to make this just be. We just gonna make the tempo be. Let's just say 82, and we ain't gonna save the effect. We're gonna keep them same instruments. We'll keep them same instruments for now. I'll figure out the other part later if I can add. I know I can, but I want to keep every. This is my quickest way of making beats. So I'm gonna execute. Poof. Right. All right. So now we got a clean slate. But them chops is here. Them chops to chop beat 2, right? Why? Because they're on. No, they the chops to bank beat. That was here go beat 2. So if I hit the bank 3, there's nothing on here. So that will be my next chop. That will be my next beat. You get it? And everything else stays the same. The snare, I got the drum, got the snare and all that, the hi-hat, right? The bass. I can change the bass up and it won't change it. And what's so crazy? Let me go back. Look. Okay. I don't know why my shit keep doing that. All right, so let's just say select song. What's so crazy? I can go back to song 2, hit execute, and I know if it doesn't affect anything, I can go to my mix, and I can go to this part here and add what? What the fuck am I going to add? What was I thinking about? All right, let me see. I was looking for 1, right? Oh, I know why, because I'm in the wrong bank. So we got to go to 1, right? But what song am I in? I got to make sure I'm in the right song. So let's just go to that. Select song. All right, I want to be in, all right, song. I want to be in song 2, right? Song 2. No, I want to be in song, yeah, I want to be in song 2. Execute. Bank 2. Boom. And then I'm gonna go to the mixer. I just want to see something real quick. I'm gonna go to the mixer. And I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna put it up to like. I'm gonna put it up to like the 85. Cause I already know that. Let's just look at it. So 85 there. Go to the bank 1. But that don't mean that. That don't mean that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Look, we're gonna go back to here. That don't mean that. That don't mean it ain't gonna change. Go to here. Right? Go here, hit what I say, mixer. And we got this down to bank pad 2, right? 85. What I say? Let's just turn it down like so we won't barely hear it. So we hear it. Alright, so it's on 20, right? So let's just say, alright, cool. We good there. Now, let's go back to song 1 and see if that mixer stayed, see if it's at 20 or wherever it was at on the original song 1. Alright, mixer. Let me see. So here we go. So let's wait, hold up. What song was that? Select song 1, right? Alright. So we're gonna go to mixer, hit mixer. This I wanna see if my mixer number gonna change. It ain't changed, look. It's right there, man. You see that? That shit ain't gonna change. it's gonna be whatever I said in each song, whatever parameters I set in each song, far as the the filters, the low pass, high, it's not gonna change. It's only gonna stay within that song. So hypothetically, let's just go back to song 2. And remember I said it was set like we set it to 20, right? Let's go to the mixer. That shit at 20, man. That's crazy, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Workflow crazy, man. Let's turn it back up. So I'm gotta get stupid retarded, right? Well, mentally challenged on this joint, right? I'm 2 hours in. I just want to see. I just gotta see real quick because I don't want to mislead y'all. So we know the mixer's good. Let's go into the bank. We on bank 2. That's song 2. Bank 1 is song 1. All right, close out. Let's put a low pass filter on these joints real quick. Hit quick edit and come ahead and click on low on all these joints. Right? And we're going to set a number to them. I don't know what pads I hit, so I'm going to set them all to low real quick, right? And then I'm going to turn them down. I'm going to play the beat so I see how they sound the beat, though. Crazy, right? The more I listen to the sound, it's dope as fuck. Alright, so look, we got that there. We just gonna leave that there. I just wanted to see, right? So okay, so let's see if that changes. So I'm so excited, man. This is crazy. This is gonna save me a lot of time fucking with keep loading projects. So let's just select the song, go to song 1, and then hit execute. Let's see what it sounds like. So let's just go into the pads. Here's let's go hit the effect. Look, it's the same. They all got their settings, right? All right, so let's just go into the next song. Let's play this one more time. Look, listen to it. Alright, let's go into the next song. Select song. And select song 2. Boom. And let's see if them filters stay the same. Ew, that's dope, man. Come on, man. That's fucking dope. That's dope as fuck, man. Look. They got his own filter settings, man. Hold up. I'm on the wrong song. What song I'm on? Hold on, I gotta see what song I'm on. I forgot what song I'm on. Select song. I'm already on song 2, so I gotta set this to bank 2, right? See, I already fuck up. Alright, now I'm gonna go to there. I'm gonna watch this shit. Look at that. All them shit's the same. Let's just make this motherfucker be a high pass. A high. Let's try that. So you won't think I'm bullshitting you. Look, that shit crazy. Look, that high pass, put that high pass. It won't look. All right, look, this is dope, man. So you probably said, why you keep going back and forth? Because I wanted to show you how quick this shit. This shit is quick. Look, boom. Next song, first song. Two songs created that quick. Come on, man. Where you going? I didn't know that shit can do that like that. Well, I knew it can do that, but I just wasn't fucking with it like that. I kept doing like project. Look, you gotta go into like load a project, right? You got all these projects. Now look, watch this time. Look, watch this. Watch this screen when I hit load project. All right, so now I gotta load up the project, go in. Nah, I'm gonna keep it on that. I don't even wanna load up no project. All right, just say hypothetically I load up a fucking project. Let's just call I don't know, shit. Let's just pick any of these joints. Hit that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that because I already know what it's gonna do. I already knew what it's gonna do. So that's it, man. 2 beats, and that's it. I gave you. If you got any questions, you gotta go back and watch the beginning of the video. But the whole tutorial was about the song mode and how I can select various songs, name them. I don't even know what I can do in pattern mode, so I ain't even gonna do that. Select song. I created, here goes song 3, has nothing on here. Here's a new clean slate. There's that. Boom. Them chops gonna go on bank 3, and then 4, song 5, song 6, and that's it. So I'll create 6 songs in one project. That's dope. Alright, so that's it, man. So let me just play the songs real quick one more time. Here goes song 1. So I can get the fuck up out of here. I hope y'all had fun, man, learning and building and adding on, man. And shout out to the brother who questioned it, why I use this and da-da-da-da. And I hope I made it clear to you, man. I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for just asking them questions that need to be asked, because some people don't want to ask a fucking question. I thank you for doing that, brother. Here goes song 1.